guys, welcome back to the Tolan Ticket, episode 17. We're here with Justin Price and myself, Tolan Ligsy, the big fella, the priest. And we're live today in Kansas City at Ugly Joe's. Where is it?
It's off of 435 and State Line area. It's a nice little...
Look at this.
Nice little bar and grill here. The Royals game going on in the background.
It's a fast boy.
The Royals are in the playoff hunt.
The Royals are. Ticket 1 today is going to be starts and sits. Just starts, actually, rather. Who are you going to start in week 3? The priest and the big fella, we have it for you. We're going to start with quarterbacks, so get ready. It's coming hot and heavy. Justin's going to start it off.
A couple obviouses, but I'm going to go out with Jay Cutler, obviously coming off that huge week last week against Seattle.
Was he good?
I think the issue with, or San Francisco, he showed that he could lead an offense and come back in the fourth quarter, which has been historically his Achilles heel.
Yep.
Injured Alshon Jeffrey. Obviously, he did play a little bit there towards the end of the game. Brandon Marshall went absolutely ape shit.
Who was injured too.
And was injured as well. So I'm expecting another huge game by Brandon Marshall. I know the Jets have given the second most points to opposing quarterbacks. So that's going to come into
only
effect
through 2 weeks, but still.
The first 2 weeks, but
Rodgers shredded them.
Rodgers did some numbers to him. And another one, kind of going on a limb here, Russell Wilson. Playing the Broncos, I think he's guaranteed points. Remember the Super Bowl, for instance. He had 2 touchdowns and 206 yards. He also had that 2 touchdowns every single week this week as well, or this season already as well. So this 2 touchdown thing seems to be a theme. So
even against Denver, the priest is confident.
I'm very confident. It's going to be a back and forth game.
It's guaranteed points.
It's the same people as the Super Bowl last year. So
all right. Who's number 3? Oh, you got 2?
I just got the 2.
No, you're good. Russell Wilson, no, I'm not as confident as the priest is, but we'll see what happens.
I'm not saying he's going to do good. I'm saying he's going to get 2 touchdowns.
You said, well, that's guaranteed. That's good to me. I'll say 2 touchdowns guaranteed.
That's 8 points guaranteed.
I'm going to smack your sweet butt. All right, here are my 3 quarterbacks today. Drew Brees is my favorite quarterback for the week. We're not even going to talk about him, though, because it's an obvious start. Must start. Here's a guy who's kind of been struggling, but also been good. Andrew Luck is my super stud quarterback of the week against the Jaguars. Dude's going to put up points.
He's been playing really well. They have no running game.
Yeah, 174 yards last week with 3 touchdowns. He's going to get 3 again probably, and then more yards. And against the Jaguars, it's almost inevitable. I got Tom Brady as my number 2. What do you think of Tom Brady's first 2 weeks? I want to hear an outsider's
disappointing.
Yeah.
I own him in a league or 2, and it's been kind of disappointing.
9 points.
Yeah, it's he needs to use Shane Vereen more, I feel. Yeah. Screw Stephen Ridley.
This week, he breaks 15 points, 2 touchdowns.
So that's your guarantee, and I have my guarantee with Wilson.
Oh, it's tough to guarantee, but hey, if Brady lets me down again, he becomes a backup. But if he gets 2 or more touchdowns, start every week. Got to trust him. And the last guy here, Brian Hoyer, daily fantasy league guy, really cheap. I mean, he's guaranteed for 1 touchdown, 200 yards. That's about all I can guarantee.
And maybe a Manziel sighting or 2.
Yeah, Manziel sighting or 2. Well, hopefully not for Hoyer. But the Ravens' defense against the pass, though, is not good like it used to be. They don't get much pass rush. They were good against Big Ben, but
Big Ben's not a very good quarterback. We'll touch base with our sits later on about that.
I still like Hoyer, though. I'm not saying start him in any leagues. If you have 2 quarterback leagues, feel good about him this week.
All right,
start him too.
My first running back start of the week, I'm going to go with Giovanni Bernard. A couple reasons why. AJ Green is still a little questionable. Obviously, his huge week last week was amazing. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to get 22 points again, but Tennessee is a little bit more, but they have been giving up more than 10 points per week to fantasy running backs. So, and then another one, Doug Martin and Bobby Rainey. Issue with that is whether or not Doug Martin will be playing or not.
Yeah, that's critical.
Bobby Rainey, I would start him if Martin obviously isn't playing. I would second running back flex option for Rainey.
This is going to come out Friday, so let's not dwell on that. But yeah, Bobby Rainey's production is going to depend upon if Martin plays. Yeah. And I have the same thing here. I'll go really quick though on these bad boys. DeMarco Murray's my start of the week. Lock it up. Even if he struggles against the run or running the football, the Rams are third worst in football against the run. And even if he sucks on the ground, he still catches the ball all the time.
He is a PPR freak.
He leads the team in receptions.
I have him in PPR league.
Jesus.
Cashing in, baby.
He also leads the league in rushing with 285 through 2 weeks. Start him for sure. Joik Bell. I like Joik Bell against the Packers. Reggie Bush.
Bell in general.
I like Joik Bell. Last time they played, he dominated.
Yeah, I've been against it for a while, but I think that Reggie Bush, they're kind of over him in a way. So
He's still got a little knee issue. And then my last guy, Bobby Rainey, obviously. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. But if Martin plays, you don't want to play Bobby Rainey because it could be a crapshoot 50-50 platoon. We don't like that. Wide receivers. What time are we at, by the way?
well, my start of the week is going to be Cordero Patterson. I think is absolutely going to be crazy this week.
Cordero Patterson.
Couple reasons why. Greg Jennings last week had 0 fantasy points. Rudolph, I don't know what's going on with him
Shut
right
down
now.
by Revis.
He seems to be non-existent. Adrian Peterson clearly has his own issue, and they're two backup running backs that didn't really do a whole lot other than that one early touchdown pass. But in Castle's still their quarterback. I think it's going to be a Patterson show. Running, receiving, punt returning. He's going to do it all.
Yeah, I think a big reason they lost last game, we'll get back to the other receiver, is because they didn't get him involved enough when AP was out of the game.
I agree.
So this week
they
they'll
don't
make
know
it
how to
happen.
run an offense without AP, I feel.
Exactly. Hopefully this week they've learned because they have to use Cordero. All right, who's your next guy you got on the list?
Andre Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins.
Ooh, both receivers for the Texans.
Going to give us the G-men this week. I don't see how.
The gay men.
I don't see how
The Giants.
their secondary is doing very good. Obviously, here's the thing.
We have a large homosexual fan base, and we are
Andre Johnson.
we're accepting of everyone.
Andre Johnson's getting the most targets, but Hopkins is the one that's cashing in on the touchdowns.
Except wife beaters. Keep going.
Sure. So I don't know.
But no, you're right. You're right.
In PPR, I like Andre Johnson more than I like Hopkins, but Hopkins in the standard league, he's actually the one scoring the touchdowns.
Yeah.
So.
And I think Johnson, too, he hasn't had a touchdown through 2 weeks. I think if anyone's due this week, Alshon Jeffrey, if he plays, if he's healthy, and Andre Johnson, two guys that are due to find the end zone in week 3. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
My 3 guys I'll rumble through really quick. I have Cordero Patterson as well. He's a stud play. My super stud play, though, is Pierre Garçon, who's been really quiet for 2 weeks. So he's kind of my dude player. Kirk Cousins, if they want to be successful against a good team, not Jacksonville, they're going to have to throw the football a little bit. And I think Pierre Garçon will be the main recipient of those passes. Andrew Hawkins, Browns, my sleeper. He leads the team in catches for the Browns.
So you think him and Hoyer are going to make a connection?
I think so. I think with Jordan Cameron being out possibly again, come on. Ladarius Webb's supposed to be covering Miles Austin. He'll be going against the worst corner. I think Andrew Hawkins is a big day for Cleveland. Tight ends? Do you have any tight ends for us?
I'm going to go with Kobe Fleener again coming off your
I
Andrew
hate
Luck.
him.
Your Andrew Luck connection.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right.
they have no running game, and I really think Luck is going to air it out, and he has been. And I think it's going to continue, and Fleener's due.
He's going to hit somebody. Dwayne Allen, Kobe Fleener, who the hell knows? The priest knows.
And the Jaguars have given up the third most points to fantasy tight ends so far this year. So, I mean, it's
Through 2 weeks, but still.
It's all speculative and relative, but whatever. Moving on. And Charles Clay. Only reason why, the matchup. The Chiefs have given up a touchdown to every single tight end they've played this year and every single matchup the last 100 years. Chiefs do not know how to cover tight ends. Derek Johnson's not playing, and he's their cover linebacker. And
Even if Clay is on a stretcher, you probably still start him.
yes.
All right, I'm going to go really quick here, ramble off my tight ends. Rob Gronkowski. Excuse me, I'm belching everywhere. He's had a limited snap count through 2 weeks. This week he's going to play a lot more. He's going to dominate. Get ready for Rob Gronkowski. Travis Kelce's my sleeper, the Chiefs. They're going to have to use him. They only have him and Bo and Niall Davis.
who?
Yeah, Bo didn't even do very well, but he's still
Like 3 points last week?
Hey, I mean, Alex Smith looks at Bo and Kelsey the most. Avery can't catch. Someone's got to score a touchdown, for the love of God.
Didn't Matthew Berry rank Avery getting like 10 points week 2 or
No,
some crazy
Matthew
crap?
Berry, I don't know if it was just him, but ESPN had him getting 14 points in week 2.
14. You don't think he got 4?
ESPN, you should suck it. You're an idiot.
All right.
All right, we'll ramble up the last 2 here. Patriots defense against
Raiders.
Oakland.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Obvious. Robbie Gold's my stud play kicker. I've had back-to-back weeks of dominating kicker picks. And Robbie Gold, even in the Meadowlands, the horrible wind. I'm just whoever I pick.
How's the weather?
It'll be probably bad. It's gonna be windy as of now.
Okay.
But I think Robbie Gould still. I'm just kind of like a Jesus when it comes to picking kickers.
The Nostradamus.
Only with kickers. That's all we got for starts. Ticket 2 will be sits.
Be right back.
We'll be right back with you.